Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. So today, let's talk about returns. We all love returns, right? Actually, no, we kind of hate returns. Let's talk about returns and how to deal with them. Not letting it get you down, moving forward, all that good stuff, right? So I have two returns here, two separate returns, two different categories, but let's talk about it. But first, guys, Sky here from Fisher Flips. Like I said, thanks for watching, thanks for coming back. You're gonna notice what I do, it's just off the cuff. I don't have a fancy setup. I don't edit. I hit record, I run with it, and what I say is what I say. I make mistakes, Nothing fancy, straightforward. It is what it is. So, returns. I've been getting a lot of returns lately. It's all good. So I offer 30-day returns. Buyer pays return shipping. I'm an only clothing seller. And my thinking behind that is, if you buy an item, it's the buyer's responsibility to let's go. Number one, look at the photos. Look at them all. Any defects. Look at the photos. Look at the title. The title is going to completely describe what I'm selling and what you are buying. Look at the item description box. Any flaws? I put the measurements, any flaws, any holes, any tears, any stains, anything that's wrong with the item will go in that description box. Also, if the item is in perfect condition, it's going to say excellent condition. So everything is within that listing. So the buyer needs some skin in the game to be responsible if they F up. If they don't want to read and they get an item that has a stain, that's their problem. So that's why I have buyer return shipping. Now, do buyers open a return with a false INAD because they don't want to pay that return shipping? Absolutely. I've had 3 of those just this week. What I do sometimes is I'll contact them and be like, hey, you just opened up a false INAD. The item is not damaged. You just failed to read a description because it was missing a button. They sometimes don't respond, but I can talk about what I do. So here we go. I got 2 returns here. One is a pair of Theory shorts, and the other is this Patagonia Cinchilla. Let's do the easy one. So, sold this item. Okay, buyer gets it. Opens the return. Doesn't fit. Okay, cool. They're gonna spend, I do a flat rate of $6.99, under £1. So they're gonna pay the $6.99, coming back to them. It doesn't fit, for many reasons. More than likely because they didn't read the description and see that the waist is X length and there's something else. Maybe they gained weight over the winter. I don't know. But it's all good. I'll process this return tonight, and refund them the cost of the item, not the shipping. And this is different here. So if a buyer opens up a return for doesn't fit, change my mind, they're on the hook for that return shipping. I am not responsible for that, to refund them that shipping. All I have to do is pay the original price. So if it's a $14 item and they pay $6.99, I'm refunding them $14. Case closed. They can't leave negative feedback. They can't do anything. Done deal. Okay? This is the easy one. This is the one that pisses me off. Alright, so here we go. This is Patagonia Cinchilla. Okay? Now it has a flaw. Now see the bottom of that? Now the bottom of the hem should be like this. Like a seam, okay? It's a flaw. I sold this for like $15 plus shipping. I sold it for half off because it's missing the bottom. Now, a lot of people will just buy it because it's a nice vintage Patagonia Cinchilla and people don't really care about the bottom. Now, in the title, I had it listed as, vintage Patagonia Cinchilla, women's size small, purple, T-snap, and then big letters at the end, flaw. Okay, so you can clearly see that. Photo number 4 and 5 had the pictures of the flaw. So again, if the buyer was reading it, they would see, there's something wrong with it. Item description, same thing. I go, please see photos. As the hem is torn off, it's a flaw. 3 things. They open up an INAD and say, item not as described, arrived damaged. And then they sent photos in the description of the damaged item of this. So I immediately contacted them, and the lady wasn't really nice to me. I go, you just opened up a false return. I clearly described what the item is. You failed to read anything in the title except the first photo. And she goes, no, you're wrong. You listed a faulty item. This is not my fault. Blah, 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 blah. So, you know, you don't want to go back and forth in the comments or in the messaging. And you don't want to make a stink because eBay reads those messages, right? So all I did in that message was state the obvious. Like I just said, it was listed in the title as flaw. There were, photos of the flaw and the description of the flaw. I go, you failed to read that. I will accept your return, but I'm going to fight the INAD and report you as a false INAD and report the buyer. So that's what I did. I got the item back yesterday. I went in, and they kind of changed it around, but you can go in there, refund the buyer. You just have to type in the item number to find the item, and then just clearly do that. Report the buyer, and that's that. What eBay does with that, I don't know. Now, here's the shitty part on our end. And there's nothing we can do. Because the buyer opened up an INAD, arrived damaged, you have to refund the shipping. It doesn't even give you an option, the toggle switch. You automatically have to refund them. So it was under £1, so I have to refund them $6.99. Not a big deal. Back in the day, or maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago, you had the toggle switch where you could give them the option, or you could take the option of not refunding them because it's a false return. And they took it away. It's whatever. It's the cost of doing business. You also have to keep in mind, any returns at the end of the year, it's a tax write-off. So, yeah, it kind of gets under your skin. It kind of pisses you off. But you always have to remember, if that item's sold once, it'll sell again. I had an item come back 4 times. 4 times. It sold, and I just got positive feedback. So it's always going to sell. You pick up good items, you get a return, big deal. But the moral of the story is, don't get pissed off about returns. It happens. Not a big deal. It's just how to navigate the system and how to deal with the INADs and the regular returns and what to do. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell your friends, tell your family. Trying to grow this small channel. And that's it. Appreciate your support. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.